white man. This is where you get that term Africa from. And America Best Future is where you get America from. We didn't descend from two white men. So how can we be African American, which is two continents? So we can't be African American. Let me show you something right quick, right? Give me Deuteronomy. You heard of Moses in the Bible? Yeah. Watch about Moses. Moses did something. Exodus chapter 3, verse 2. Pay attention to this right quick, brother. I want you to catch something because you're about to learn who you are and how important you are.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. And Moses said, 3 verse 10, come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh.
Now this is God sending Moses unto Pharaoh, the Egyptian, right? Go ahead.
That thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
So he was going to send Moses to go get God's people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. Now watch what he did, Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan, in the wilderness.
You believe there's God? You believe God created everybody? Like, think about it in today. Are we equal with the white man? Do we have the same things that he has? Are we equal to the Chinese man? Do we have the same things that he has as a whole? What's wrong with that? Why aren't we equal if they say that we're supposed to be? So watch this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, 1 verse
1 verse 1. This is Moses after he take them from Egypt. Watch what he brings.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan in the wilderness.
So Moses went, got him out of Egypt, brought him to the wilderness, 28:1. Watch this.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter
Pay
28.
attention to this real good. I want you to listen.
Chapter 28 verse 1.
But this goes right along with what you said. I agree with you. But
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
now these are the children of Israel that Moses went got out of Egypt, showing you there's a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites, right?
To observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth.
So he said if those Israelites would listen to what he said, it would be above everybody else. No equality. So if they're above, everybody else don't have to be beneath. 15.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
They didn't listen.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
And all these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said if they didn't listen, curses was going to come on. Go to 16. Watch this curse. Now this curse is going to kind of sound like it's fitting to certain people. Remember he's talking to the Israelites, right? Watch this. 16. How did we get here on this side of the earth? How did we get here on this side of the earth? Watch this.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now they just came out of Egypt from slavery, right? He said you're going back in that same slavery again.
With
He
ships.
said, but this time you're going in the cargo slave ships. This how it was, packed down into slave ships. Look, we was on the, this is what we was, on the west coast of Africa. Check this out, look, bro. On the west coast of Africa, all the way to the Americas. On slave ships. Go ahead.
With ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Uh-huh.
thou shalt see it no more
He
again.
said you never was going to see your homeland anymore.
And there,
There. Hold on. I want you to pay attention right quick. I want you to pay attention too. Go ahead.
and there, ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Who was sold to their enemies? Who was Moses talking to? I'm showing you your nationality, brother. Pay attention. I want you to just a little bit. Then you'll get what I'm trying to get to you. Well, you would understand, man, you way more than what you think.
He said he sold our enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, right?
Yeah. You think they're your enemies?
I don't think he had it.
Hold on, go to 40. Watch this. You're gonna answer it for yourself.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48.
Now pay attention to this, because y'all gonna find out these are your enemies. Good. Not just
Therefore-
them, though. Good.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against
He
thee,
said the Lord sent these enemies against you, and what?
in hunger,
What do we get our food from? Food. Go ahead.
And in thirst,
Where do we get our water from? Who owns it?
and in nakedness,
Where do we get our clothing from? Who owns it? And what?
and in want of all things.
And one, can you think of anything we don't have to go to the other nations that we control ourselves? Think of anything. What? We don't have no culture. We think we African American. No. That's why I'm trying to show you. Go back to Deuteronomy 1:1, who you are. That's the key of knowing who you are.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side of Jordan, in the wilderness.
Give me 7 and 6. Let me show you how God thinks about it. Watch this. Pay attention to this real
Book
quick.
of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said, the Lord said, you are a holy people. Holy means separate from everybody else, right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
Out of all the people he created, he chose you.
to be a special people unto himself,
What?
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
He created you to be above everybody else on the face of the earth. But why are we not at the top? Why are we at the bottom? No. Go to Amos 3:1. They're just pawns in this game. He's using them to chastise them. Watch this. It's us. It's what we need to be doing. I doubt I only like
Book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Pay attention to this real good.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of
That's
Israel,
who we are. We're the children of Israel. He said this is something God is speaking against us, right?
against the whole family.
Because it's 12 tribes of us, right? Check this out. All right, brother, you good. It's 12 tribes of us. When you go down it, you're going to realize even like this is called African Americans will be from the tribe of Judah. The Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, all of us are one family. He said against the whole family, go ahead.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So God said, y'all the only people that I know out of everybody that I created. Why?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your
He
iniquities.
said, therefore I'm going to punish you for all your iniquities. Your iniquities is your sins. He said, we're being punished for breaking his commandments. He only gave us the commandments that we're breaking. We need to find out what we're doing wrong. Find out the commandments that we're supposed to be keeping. Read that one more time. Go to, Deuteronomy 7:6 again. I want you to just to stick to you what God thinks about you. Y'all read about that?
I read about that.
Oh, so you know who this is?
Yeah, Caesar 14.
That's right. That's
It was
correct.
like the picture that was supposed to be the image of God.
That's correct. But guess what? How does God actually look? According to the scriptures. This was witchcraft on us. This was taught to us in slavery. We always knew that our God looked like us. So the Bible is, if this is a white man's book, why the God of the book is black? Read that. Revelation 1:1. Watch this.
Book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ,
The revelation means the revealing of Jesus Christ.
which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
It's the book of prophecies. Go ahead. Verse 10.
Verse 10. Verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
So this is a John on the island of Patmos. He was in the spirit on the Lord's day, which was yesterday, the Sabbath day.
And heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and
The
Omega,
Alpha and Omega is Christ. And I'm the beginning of all God's riches and the end of God's riches. Go
the
ahead.
first and the last.
Uh-huh.
And what thou
Now
seest,
look what he tells John. He said, what you see,
write in a
he
book,
wanted him to record what he seen. Because something was going to happen, that something was going to come about and they were going to forget or going to be tricked into something else, right? Go ahead.
verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
So John turned around to see who was talking to him.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden
That was
candlesticks.
the menorah. See these lights? This is what he saw. He seen the menorah, right? Go ahead.
And in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks,
Uh-huh.
one like unto the Son of
That
Man,
was Christ.
clothed with the garment down to the foot,
Now he's describing what he seen. He said he had a garment all the way down to his feet,
and girded about the fast with a golden girdle.
golden belt around his waist,
His head
got hair on his head,
and his
a
hair
hair on his face.
were white like wool,
This is what it looked like. It was white and woolly. We all the people got woolly hair. Go ahead.
as white as
It
snow,
was fully white.
and his eyes Where's a flame of fire?
Eyes was a flame of fire because Christ drunk wine in moderation. That's in Genesis 49. Go ahead.
And his feet
Now look down at your feet. If you take your socks off, like what?
like unto fine brass,
Grass is already brown. Let's see how brown it was.
as if they burned in a furnace.
You burn white rice in the furnace, what is it gonna do?
White rice?
Yeah.
Turn black.
It's gonna turn black. So if it was already brown, what is it gonna look out?
It's gonna be dark.
That's right. So we're not saying that this is right, but when you read the scriptures, this is closer a depiction than this is. We can't find this nowhere in the Bible.
Right.
It's not even white or black.
Exactly.
It was nothing like that.
Thank you. So that's what I'm saying. This book is our book. This is a history book. A history book of our people, of how we got it. Go back to the curse. Watch this. Give me 32. 28, 32.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32.
Watch this curse.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
He said one of the curses we breaking God's commandments, our sons and daughters going to be given to another people. That's good.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine
And we ain't
hand.
going to have no power to get us back. Let's talk about slavery. 41 I mean.
41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters,
One of the curses we did, he said we're going to get sons and daughters.
but thou shalt not enjoy them,
And we ain't going to do it. Why?
for they shall go into
We're
captivity.
going into slavery. This never happens to everybody. That happens to us. Give me your watch this good. This going to hit home.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among
He
you
said, the man that's cool with you.
and very delicate,
Okay.
his eye shall be evil toward his brother,
One of the curses is our eyes going to be evil towards the people that look just like us. We're going to hate each other, right?
and toward the wife of his bosom,
And we're going to hate our wives.
and toward the remnant of his
We're
children,
going to hate our children.
which he shall leave.
Then we're going to abandon the household. We're going to leave the woman that'll take care of the children. That's one of the curses that we're going to befall the Israelites. Not everybody going through this. Yes. Give me 28. Watch this. I'm just going through the curses just to show you that this ain't fit. These curses ain't fitting nobody else but these people. But all of these people on the side. Everybody else going through the same thing. Everybody on this side. Who you don't see on this side? You don't see them who else? Because it ain't just the white man that's got us in slavery. Huh? We are the Jews.
You know,
Jews were slaves. Jews, yeah, like that.
No,
yeah.
them people would never.
But it wasn't slave, but like, there was
That was us. That was us on them. When you think of like when you go to Auschwitz out there in Germany and all those places, those people were never enslaved. Go back to 2868 again. This never happened to them. Remember, these curses was going to happen to the Israelites. Watch this. 68 again.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
This never happened to them. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
The Lord's going to bring us into slavery again.
with ships.
They never went into slavery on cargo slave ships. He telling us how we going into slavery on slave. He said we going into slavery on ships. They never went to slavery on ships. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Moses said the same way I'm telling you, it's the same way it's going to happen.
Thou shalt sin no more again.
And you're never going to see your homeland again. How the hell are they there in our homeland if they're the true Jews? He said you're never going to see it again. Go ahead.
And there
And there, what you got off them slave ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
they never was sold to nobody. We were the only people sold to our enemies. Were they ever sold? Was the white man that say that the Jews ever sold? No. This is dude talking to the Jews. Go ahead.
For bondmen
Uh-huh.
and bondwomen,
Uh-huh.
and no man shall buy
And
you.
no man's going to redeem you. This I'm showing you that they can't be the Jews. It has to be us. We're the only people that's still in the land of our captivity.
That's right.
Still suffering out these curses.
That's right.
He said those things will be on us. Give me 45. Watch this.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45.
Good.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue
He
thee.
said all these curses that I've been listening to, he said they're going to come on you and follow you. Like no matter where you go, they're going to follow you. That's why we spread everywhere. But he said they're going to follow you. Go ahead.
And overtake thee,
And overtake you.
till thou beest destroyed,
Why?
because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
I'm telling you again because we won't listen. He gave us laws to keep and we won't do it. Right?
to keep his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a
He
sign.
said those curses are going to be on us for a sign. Like, what does a sign do? Like, how do we know this is What this is, dollar literal? How do we know this dollar literal? They got a sign. He said those curses are going to be on us for a sign. Go ahead.
and for a wonder,
They'll be wondering why we going through this.
and upon thy
Thy
seed
seed is our children. For
forever,
how long?
forever.
So how the hell are they the Jews? If he said that those curses going to be on us forever. They not dealing with that. They're ruling the world right now. That's only us. Let me show you about those people. Give me Revelation 2, verse 9. Let me show you about those people that's in the land. Let me show you what Christ is. I'm going to let you go right after this. I want you to hear this.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works, and thy tribulation, and poverty,
He said, he know our works, our tribulation, and poverty, because the true Israelites are in poverty. But watch this.
but thou art rich.
We're rich because all the promises of this Bible, when Christ comes back, we're going to get them, right? Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy
Blasphemy is a wicked lie. He said, you know, the blasphemy are the lies
of them which say they are
of
Jews,
people that say they are Jews,
and are not,
and not the true Jews. Who are they?
but are the synagogues of Satan.
They're the true chief. Synagogue means the chief house of Satan. That's what those people are.
Right.
You are the true Jews. You are the true Israelites. We are the true biblical Israelites. These are the 12 tribes of Israel. Right here. This is who they are right here. And everybody that's not on this side, give me one more scripture. Give me Psalm 82. Watch this. Everybody that's not on this side, put you in the slavery. Watch this.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, and 1.
Give me, I want y'all to pay real close attention to this. Because I'm going to ask y'all a question after this to see if y'all get it. Right? Watch this.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Mhm.
Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
What do you think God's enemies are? God's enemies should be our enemies, right? Watch this.
And they have hate, and they that hate thee
They that hate them,
Yeah,
those
look-
same people that hate God hate us. Go ahead.
have lifted up the head.
Become proud.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They took crafty counsel against the children of Israel, right? Watch
and
this.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against them. Go ahead.
They have said, Come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Look what those nations, those other people did. Say, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Once they cut us off from being a nation, we start using terms like black, African American. We stop using the name of Israel. We start using other nationalities. We say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in
But
remembrance.
we will forget who we were. Because once we knew who we were, we knew we had a God that answered our prayers when we started keeping his commandments, right? Go ahead.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They all agreed.
They are confederate against thee.
Now watch this out. Check it out.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Edom is the so-called white man. They the Edomites, right? He said he's listing the people that hate him. The Edomites are the so-called white man. In this Bible, that's who they are. Go ahead.
And the Ishmaelites.
The Israelites are the Arabs. They hate you too. He's listing the people that hate us. Go ahead.
Of Moab.
Moab is the Chinese man. They don't like it. Go ahead.
And the Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes are Africans. Those are the Nilotic tribes that's over there in Africa because we aren't the same. Even the Africans aren't the same. Go ahead.
Gabal.
The ball is Moab.
And Ammon.
Ammon is the Japanese man. They don't like it.
And Amalek.
Amalek is that white man that's in the land of Israel saying that he's the Jew. Those people don't like him at all.
The Philistines.
The Philistines more Africans.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Uh-huh.
Assur also is joined with them.
Those are those other small Nilotic tribes up there in Africa. So all those people that's listening, not on this side because they're not the true biblical Israelites.
right.
We're the true biblical Israelites. We have to repent, keep God's commandments.
That's right.
That's in that flyer right there. We have them questions, man. Look on the back of them. We got a YouTube, Facebook, and a website, man. You need to really learn who you are. Find out more history about the truth. That Bible is your history book. All right, brother. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike. What's your name, little brother? You've been out here before. Huh? Talk. See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gave you a flyer, huh?
I think so.
Man, I want you to read it this time, man, because I want you paying attention. I want you to go ahead and ask you some questions. Every time I see you pass with that mask on, I ask you another question, all right? So I want you to read that flyer, bro.
All right.
All right, bro.